mostly what all of this is about is learning how to play an ensemble, right? Learning how to play together. So we spent all this time with the metronome, trying to perfect our timekeeping, trying to perfect our technique, and then we get on the job, or we get in the rehearsal, and then all hell breaks loose, right? Because you practice with a machine, and then nobody performs like a machine. Okay, so timekeeping, how we balance, all those things really are not things you can learn in the practice room. You guys, when you do these things, it's good to kind of create two different tones. So if you turn your snares on, I'm going to have my snares on. All right, so you can really hear what's going on. All right, why don't we have you count us off? And you're doing the top line, yes? Yeah. Okay, good. I'll do the bottom line. You guys got this up? Lepak number 1. All right, why don't you give us 3 for nothing, and let's just play for a bit, see what happens. I probably did that wrong. I hate that thing. Wow, great. Well, Ben, I can tell you honestly that I've never made it all the way through the first time with someone like that. Very well done. Very well done. I think you earned a prize. Oh, yeah. So, do you have big ears or small ears?
They're big on the outside, small on the inside.
So here, take both, whichever one fits, take it, and whichever one doesn't, give to the other friend you decide to do this with. So, all right. And let's give you a really awesome pair of sticks too. That was really well done. Very nice, very nice. So stay up here, you're not going anywhere yet. That was way too easy. We gotta make this work. All right. So, no, honestly, that was really great. It's funny, I don't know if you felt this, like it was a little weird at first, because it felt like we were a tad slow.
Yeah.
We started rushing a bit, and as we rushed, it actually felt a lot better. I don't know if you felt this. It started becoming more of a big 1 instead of a fast 3.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah.
And it became more, we were able to agree, not so much every 3 beats, but, sorry, not every beat, but every downbeat. Became had more of a groove to it. As the part got more difficult and there were more rests, when we were feeling it that way, felt like we locked up better.
Yeah.
So, and we were kind of getting used to each other. So,
this is about your 15-minute mark. So
excellent. That's great. That's great. So, I don't have as much to say about that as I normally do. We just say, okay, let's change everything that you just did. All right. Really very nice. Let's try it from the top, and let's try the whole thing a little faster.
Yeah.
Right? And instead of giving me 3 beats, just give me 2 big beats. Right? And let's just see how this changes the way we pulse. Because that definitely for me, that was slower than I'm used to. So right away, I had to make some adjustments. And one thing to say about pulsing, this is a very big thing. All the best planning and pulsing in the world is great when you're the only one who's playing. But I'm sure you guys have experienced, one of the great examples is like the release of a long crescendo snare drum roll that's with like a big legato note in the orchestra or band. And you're trying, okay, I really, 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 really want to end this on the hand that I'm comfortable with. And it just doesn't always work out like that, you know? So pulsing is a great thing to have a plan for that you almost always have to adapt and change on the fly. So pulsing is good, but doesn't always work in the real world. So keep that in mind. And it was right away an example of that for me. I was like, oh, nope, not going to be able to do what I'm used to there, so let's adjust. Usually it means I need to end the roll a little earlier than later to make sure I don't carry over. Make sense? Or it's okay to stop a roll early because the drum still rings a little bit, rather than to carry over and compound a mistake. Make sense? All right. Let's try it a little quicker in a slow one instead of a fast 3. Actually, I'm going to turn my snares on, you turn yours off this time. This one completely changes style. This is going to test a whole different set of skills, okay? So, you're player 1, all you got to do is start playing, I'll catch it. Your snares are on. Right, they're off. Leave them off, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, great, great stuff there. Excellent, very well done. Yeah, okay, why not? And there's cool stuff in here for everybody. I will let your teachers hand them out to you for not enough for everyone that comes up. But all right, we'll do the same for you. And tell me your name again.
Zach.
Zach. Okay, I'm gonna give you a pair of sticks and 2 pairs of earplugs. And don't keep them both, but find the one that fits and then give one to. There you go, my friend. Okay, don't go anywhere just yet. All right. You tell me, where did you feel the most awkward? Let's ignore the fact that I completely screwed up from the very beginning. But from once we got going, like, what did you feel needed the most time? Like, if I'm one of your colleagues, one of your peers, what would you say we need to go back and do again if we had 30 seconds?
The first shell runner and the diminuendo, especially, more so. But
I
the
agree.
tempo change.
Yeah, because we didn't give you enough time to turn your ears off. Okay, good. Yeah, it's funny, like, it actually grew pretty well.
Yeah.
This is nice. You guys are doing good things here. I mean, I've done this a few other places, and it doesn't only go this well. So that means something. It does. That means something. But oh, absolutely. Oh, you win one championship. You know what? Let me tell you something. I was looking forward to this for a very specific reason, which is I was using this. I've been wanting to use this metaphor for a while, but like I always like to say as a percussionist, be ready for anything because you never know when it's your time to shine. You never know when, even though you play extra in an orchestra, that all of a sudden you get to play one of the best snare drum parts ever written for that week, right? So, point being, 3rd string quarterback, you just never know, right? I mean, now what is he? Isn't he gonna go pro, is that what I'm
He's
hearing?
coming back.
He is coming back.
Yes.
And, I mean, and there you go, you also never know if you're top dog, well, I don't know, now the third string just led us to a championship, now who's top dog? So, anyway, point being, always be ready, you never know what you're gonna have to play and when. So, that's the beauty in the cursive percussion is we do so many different things, and you have to be good at all of them, you know? So, like, right now I'm doing a snare drum clinic, and then when I go home after this, or for the rest of this trip, the majority of what I'm doing, even though I'll do this clinic some more, most of my playing on this trip is gonna be marimba. Because we do, you know, with our bassoon and percussion duets, mostly with marimba, and totally different set of skills, and talk about an ensemble challenge, like playing with a wind player who has a very different concept of intonation and time than I do, you know? So the things that we're doing, like, I like, we speak the same, it's the same kind of thing, but try this, you can have someone set up a tom-tom, something that rings a lot more, and see if you can still be together, you know? So these sound fairly similar, but create some different tones with this stuff and really explore some of the different sounds.